with a health day update from Paul's perspective of his health.
Woo!
Today we are on our way to Paul's specialized of a special GI. Yes, he has been seeing this doctor for
several years now.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, and he's
like 4
amazing.
years.
We are on our way to see him, and let him know how Paul's infusions are going with Skyrizi. If you guys want to get an update on that, definitely check out our previous vlogs. You will see those for sure. Paul has already done his first starter dose, and now he has finished his second starter dose 2 days ago. There you go. So he still has his third and last starter dose before he can do the at-home body injections. Yes. We do have a couple concerns. My biggest is we did do Paul's bag change recently this week. And it was like an emergency bag change. Let me just say that. It happened yesterday. We were out doing some errands, and out of nowhere, Paul feels wet. And he's just like, what? And his shirt's wet, and
mucus.
Yeah, his bag was leaking everywhere. So we jumped into action. Let's go!
Thank God it happened when I was outside of the car, not in the car.
Yeah,
so
he would have been devastated. Yesterday's bag change was a little nerve-wracking for me because I am the one always checking Paul's stoma, making sure everything's okay, taking photos, showing the doctors how his progress is doing. And yesterday his stoma did not look the best. It looked, how would you describe it?
Diseased.
Yeah, you guys will see a picture here. I didn't record yesterday.
There's clusters of like white thing, which is ulcers. There's like these little growths that look like they look like polyps, kind of like small little things. And these are things I did not have 6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
So that's the concern here of what is really going on. So what we're gonna do now is gonna go talk to my GI doctor, see what he wants to do, when he wants to do my scope, because with Skyrizi you have to give these biologic medications enough time to actually do something, you know what I mean? Because if you do it too early, the medication hasn't taken full effect, they're not going to see the improvement. I feel an improvement, thankfully. Like I said, I had all these mouth sores in my mouth.
Yeah.
They have since gone away, like 90%. They're not completely gone, but they're slowly but surely getting better and better. I do feel a little bit more energized because towards the end of when I was doing my Entyvio infusions, I kind of just was feeling like sluggish all the time, and and that's when I started seeing ulcers on my stoma and stuff like that, which is where the Crohn's disease is kind of coming back a little bit harder. So I do sense starting Skyrizi feel slightly more energized. I'm able to do a little bit more, which I greatly like the improvement. So I think we're on the right track. We just need to give the medication a little bit more time to work and see when he wants to scope me so he can get a baseline of, hey, because they had a baseline before, which was I was perfect. Now let's see how it is with the disease, and then probably a little bit later on do it again just to make sure the progression of the disease is getting better and better.
So guys, let us take you guys along for this journey to Paul's GI and see what he says. I hope, I don't know. I would like for him to give us something that will cure Paul right now. Just cure it. At least make his stoma look a little healthier, because it looks like it's getting beat up pretty badly. I mean, it's bleeding, which is normal blood, but it just doesn't look the best. Ulcers, polyps.
Love you too.
I need reassurance. I needed the reassurance here. So we are on our way, so let's go do this, guys! Handle your baby. This elevator smells like office or old people.
Both.
My grandfather's house. We've never been to this office before, right?
No.
So we're terrified. Open sesame. Ooh, looks like a little loft apartment. So we are here. I'm not gonna be able to record a lot right now, guys, because Sushi is being a little bit needy. So it's been a handful. But are you ready for this appointment, Paul?
Absolutely.
Let's do this. And then afterwards, Paul's taking me on a lunch date. I'm forcing him to take me on a lunch date. Yeah, you heard Sushi. Uh-oh, if he doesn't.
All right, so we just saw the doctor. So far, I think it's good news. We're here with the baby. She's playing on the phone. They're going to come in. They're going to give me like some lab orders because obviously with these specialty medications, you have to get labs done regularly to check your liver levels and all sorts of stuff, your blood count. So once they give me that, we're going to head in the car and we'll give you a better update. What's going on, everybody? So we are back home. I have changed because I showered. And now we're just taking it easy. Janice is off putting the baby down for her nap. We did not update in the car because Sushi was just being, a little needy. She just wanted to, have some music, and she didn't really want us talking, per se.
Not a big deal.
So now we're back home. Quick update of what, more information coming from my GI doctor. And I think it's all positive, personally. We still have some bumps in the road, but this is completely to be expected. That's how life is, unfortunately. In regards to my Skyrizi working, he told me that he has many patients on Skyrizi with a success rate of about 80 to 90%, which is really good because some of the biologic medications that he has other people on that I was on, success rate is anywhere from like 40 to 60%. This is a relatively new medication, but so far, I do feel better on it. I did have the sores all in my mouth, and those have since not 100% gone away. They're gone about 90%. Doesn't hurt, doesn't bother me, but I do feel like one here and like one over here. Not a big deal. They're going away, which is a good thing. Other problem, the most concerning one, are the multiple ulcers that I see on my stoma. Because then from there, if there's ulcers on my stoma, there may be ulcers on other parts of my colon, and that's Crohn's disease at full force, and that's not ideal. That's not a very good thing. And he is not that concerned about it, and I'll explain why. Based on my symptoms and the photos that I've shown him of my stoma, he says that it looks as though the ulcers are being caused by my actual prolapse. That he sees it a lot with his patients that have stomas, that when they prolapse, they go in, out, in, out. The change of blood flow, of circulation, it has crazy effects on the body, and unfortunately for me, it's manifesting itself as ulcers. Not to say that my Crohn's disease is not causing additional issues, but he does say that I don't think Crohn's disease is the main cause of what I'm going through, per se. That's a good thing, and he's like, I think we're on the right track, which is good. What we're going to do is we're going to do another colonoscopy. So we're going to do colonoscopy prep 2.0 with a colostomy bag. That is going to be done in April. And I have a follow-up with him in May. Go over the results, biopsies and stuff like that. And obviously, the day of the actual procedure, he comes in and says, hey, everything looks great, or hey, this is what's going on. Not a big deal. So we're going to do that in April. He did tell me, he's like, hey, if we do a scope, everything looks good, then the possibility of reconnecting is back on the table. Now, when me and Janice heard that, we both just looked at each other like, oh, buddy, what are we gonna do? Because that's a big step. That's a big surgery too. That's connecting two sewer pipes together, and hopefully nothing goes wrong. So the risks with that surgery are, I wouldn't say much higher than a colostomy surgery, but there are very bad risks. Just different types, per se. Me and Janice, we're going to talk about that and come up with a game plan as far as what we want to do with reconnecting. I don't want to rush into it. I want to make sure that my body is at 100% ready to be reconnected, because if I reconnect with any kind of small issue, it can get worse, and then we're back to a colostomy that's permanent. And again, I don't mind having the bag for the rest of my life, but if I could have some normalcy and not need the bag forever, of course, why wouldn't you? Kind of just one of those things that if you can, do it. If not, I'm perfectly fine with it. That's just how it is. But we're on the right track. We're going to update you again in a little bit because I do have to go get some blood work done. Because with these biologic medications, it damages your liver and stuff like that. So we want to make sure that I'm still doing good. And once we do that, I'm going to have a follow up with not my actual GI doctor, but his physician assistant. Just like a quick phone call just to go over the blood results and stuff like that, just to make sure and see if he wants to do any additional testing, so on and so forth. Thank you guys so much for coming along in our journey. My Crohn's disease journey lately has been a wild one, honestly. But I'm very thankful. A lot of outreach, of positivity, of people telling their stories and us helping people and people helping me, saying, hey, do this bag, do this, do the, the tips and tricks have genuinely helped. And I hope that I have been able to help other people as well. I've seen comments of people saying, hey, I'm going through the surgery very soon, and you have shed some light on it. It's made me feel a little bit more comfortable, and that alone is making it worth it, because I did research too, and I saw other people's videos, and that kind of helped alleviate. And if I do that for somebody else, that's perfect. That's exactly our goal with these vlogs, is to try to help people and spread as much awareness as possible. So guys, that is going to be it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for all the love and support. We truly appreciate it. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps grow our channel. It just takes a moment, and when you do subscribe, hit the bell notification. That way every time we upload, you get notified. We do upload every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so be on the lookout. So guys, for now,